Hello, my name is Zach Lamb, and for my volcanology video project, I have decided to do lava tubes and their efficiency. This project was a lot of fun to do, although at times it was absolutely disastrous. I could do a whole 10-minute video just from the bloopers alone. The idea behind this project is to find out just how effective lava tubes are in transporting lava. So to conduct this scientific experiment, I've decided to do 4 different flows. The first will be a channelized flow. The second, a cooled lava tube. Say if the lava were to flow through an older tube. The third flow will be a hot tube, so lava flowing through a newly formed tube. And then the last, I think we'll do a non-channelized open flow and just see what happens. If this video ever seems choppy to you, fear not, you're not going crazy. It is. I just picked up some new video editing software and I'm still trying to figure it out as I go. Hopefully the content and the message isn't lost through random cuts and poor transitions. So my initial plan was to cut a couple candles in half and then kind of hollow them out a little bit on the insides to create lava tubes made out of the lava that I was using. As you can see in this clip.
So clearly it's going to be a little more difficult to form nice symmetrical lava tubes than just cutting a candle in half. A little crumbly.
That dream was darn near impossible. So next I tried to create my own tubes by pouring the hot wax over a circular object and then just like remove the objects and poof, have a tube. Yeah, seems simple enough, but as you can see here, it did not work at all. In hindsight, yeah, this was obviously a terrible idea and had no chance of working in the first place. I mean, I suppose I could have built walls around it and hope for the best, but we decided to do an easier route. I decided to use literal tubes after all. So, enough talking, let's just jump right into it and start with supplies and basic setup and go from there.
For my lava, I took regular candles, broke the glass on them, cut them into thirds, and we'll melt them down to form lava. Ladies and gentlemen, this is lava melting. Ooh. To make this experiment more realistic, we're doing all the lava melting at a similar temperature. So here's our basic setup. We have a mirror stacked on books at an angle to represent a slope. We have an open channel here. We have 2 lava tubes here. One will be heated and one will be cooled. And then we will do an open non-channelized flow here. The idea of this experiment is to take the distance traveled by each of the lava flows and determine the efficiency of each of the tubes and each of the flows. I have marked here every 6 inches, and we will use this as a guideline to see how far that our lava flows. Many pizzas were harmed in the creation of this video. You want to talk about lava, you just leave the pizza in for too long and you got hot. I chose to do a third of the candle because after multiple tests I determined that would be an appropriate amount of lava to use to gauge a difference between different types of flow without going over the end.
Alright, so let's get to it. Now throughout the next couple of clips you'll definitely notice a rising and lowering energy level from me. just depending on what disaster and what triumph struck. You'll notice that there's a big old red waxy spot on our white carpet now. It's not coming up anytime soon.
Rolling.
Alright, take 6 of open channelized flow. And cut.
Rolling.
This is our cooled lava tube flow.
Rolling.
Here, we're heating up our lava tube to simulate as the lava first goes through the tube. The thought is that since the tube is hot and the lava is hot, it should travel more efficiently and retain its temperature for longer times than a cold, extinct lava tube.
To save your eardrums from bursting, I decided to cut the rest of the clip after I turned the power on the hairdryer up. It got loud for sure, and of course I had to shout over it, and nobody needs to hear all that. The basic gist of that missing footage was that the lava tube holds its heat well. I mean, it really insulates it, and so if previous flow had heated the tube and then more lava came through it, then the lava that's coming through it now should travel further.
Now we will do the hot lava tube flow experiment. As you can see, it's more efficient than the cool lava tube flow.
Rolling.
Alright, this is our fourth and final flow. This is going to be a non-channelized lava flow. The idea here is that this one should travel the least distance, seeing as it has so much more room to spread out. We will see if our predictions are right. But of course, due to a little tilting in the floor, it seems it is all channelized and completely debunked what I said. Darn it.
Rolling.
Despite not being exactly what we were expecting, this just goes to show how lava tends to form channels, even just naturally. As you can see up here, the lava spread out vastly, and as it moved along, it quickly formed a channel and became much more efficient. Alright, and here we have it, folks. We have our 4 flows. We have our channelized flow coming in at a maximum of about 16 inches. We have our cooled lava, we have our warm lava, and we have our non-channelized flow, which ended up coming to its own channel at about 6 inches. The cool tube ended up traveling about 44 inches here, and our heated tube ended up traveling at a distance of 47 inches on the button. There you have it.
And here are our results. As you can see, where my mouse is, we have our types of flows: channelized flow, cool lava tube, warm lava tube, and non-channelized flow. We have the distance of the flow: 16 inches, 44 inches, 47 inches, and 6 inches. And then normalized to each other: 34% of the warm lava tube flow distance, 91% of the warm lava tube flow distance, and non-channelized flow normalized to warm lava tube. As you can see, it's quite apparent that a warm lava tube is by far the most efficient delivery of lava, followed surprisingly closely by cool lava tubes. I suppose this might be because that, one, the lava is more confined to a smaller stretch of flow, meaning that it doesn't have to spread out as much as, say, the non-channelized flow. And two, even in a cool lava tube, it's still going to be much more protected from the cooler air in the atmosphere. I decided to go with 16 inches for the channelized flow. I know it went a little further in the video, but it wasn't quite like a full channel. It wasn't the full channelized flow. I think this is valid because the distance between the two channels, the two sides of the channels in the channelized flow, was equal to the diameter of the lava tubes. And so to recap, as pretty much expected, warm lava tube was by far the most efficient deliverer of lava. It was 87% more effective than open non-channelized flow. I suppose this is why warm basaltic lavas tend to, form lava tubes in the first place. It's all about efficiency, and efficiency is key. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video. We will definitely see you next time, and